I just got done sound bath yoga meditation class with my roommate Brandon here. I couldn't have my mind stop racing during this whole meditation, even though it was to be present, not to think, and not to do too much of mind race, which is exactly what I was doing. But I came across something that came into my head, and it was an article that I went across from on Facebook about how 50 Cent claims that Trump offered him $500,000 before he was elected to gain African American vote. Before I start this video or what I have to say about it, I do love 50, great music, bumped it all the time back in the day. Love everyone. Don't agree with all of Trump's decisions, don't disagree with some of them. Don't agree with 50 Cent's decisions, don't disagree with some of them. With that being said, we have the article pulled up here on my computer. Brandon's browsing it right now. I wanted him to kind of take a look at it too so I can get a different perspective on everything. But basically, 50 Cent's claiming that it wasn't good money. It wasn't worth it for him to take that $500,000 for the election to gain African American votes. I have two sides to this. I think that it isn't right to buy votes, but him saying that it wasn't good money is kind of a different thing that I wouldn't expect 50 to say, because of the fact that he used to rap about gaining cocaine money, handing out stripper money to strippers, and what his exact thought on what good money is. To me, I've been in that whole lifestyle. I can say that I've handed out money to do certain things that I didn't think were too appropriate, such as drugs and stuff like that. But when I do hit this perspective and he says that he didn't want to help gain the influence of others to follow and stand behind our nation, whether it's we agree with the president's decisions or not, it's all about unity, not division. It does kind of bug me a little bit there. Especially, he also said it wasn't worth it. So, did he mean it wasn't worth it for him to deal with that, or it wasn't worth the money? Because I'm kind of thinking if it was $50 million or $100 million that he might have taken that vote. Who knows? You guys chime in on this, comment section as much as you want below. I'm going to have Brandon. Brandon, what do you think about it? You read the article a little bit.
It wasn't good money, or that it wasn't good enough money for him, 50.
It's kind of the argument we're all coming to.
What's going on, man?
I mean, what was that thing you told me about earlier about giving some money to his mother, or taking money from his mother for cocaine and rapping about it?
Don't quote me on that, but I think he used to rap about like selling coke to his auntie or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows what good money is? Some of us do, because we have the morals, and I definitely haven't always had the idea that some money is used in a good way or a bad way. But right now, where I stand at this point, I think that 50 kind of is making it a whole big deal and kind of putting it out there. Who knows if he was even paid to say this? He could have been paid $1.5 million to say that this happened, because it's just a claim by 50 anyway. But let's see a little bit more about this article. Have we found anything more? We have found it on Time magazine. I found it on Complex on Facebook. It can be found on the Wrap Up, WRAP. Just different articles. If you just Google search it, you'll see what this is all about. I think 50 is just going off on
clearly he's not a Trump fan,
And yeah, I mean, and to be honest, you don't have to be a Trump fan to think that we should stand united together as a country and back even some of the bad decisions we make, forgive and just take them as almost happy mistakes, as I was taught by some gentleman that I follow on an influential Instagram page. But yeah, what we're getting at here is what you guys think about this whole thing. I know that there are some other videos and some posts about it. People are interviewing 50, claiming that this isn't something that we should be doing, but I just think that personally this is not good or bad money thing. It's more of a propaganda thing to get people to look at a claim that wasn't even taken seriously. Maybe Trump was actually caring about the African American community and did want to find a way to influence them, because he is a white guy that made some bad decisions and still has. But maybe he just wanted everybody to stand together. Who knows where he's coming from in that whole purpose.
I think $500,000 just wasn't enough for 50 Cent.
That is
$500,000 50 Cent.
I mean, I don't want to truly say, but that's what I'm kind of thinking of, because he's claiming it's not worth it. It was quoted by 50, and I don't think that it was the fact that it wasn't worth the good money aspect of it. It was not worth his time, and he gets paid probably about $500,000 to do a show, which doesn't take him that long, and nobody will ever see any kind of propaganda behind that.
It's a win-win for him to not take the money.
It is a win-win. 50 has a lot of stuff. He sold out vitamin water to Coca-Cola, which was that good money, or was that just? It was good money because it was a lot of money. But was that the right thing to do? Coca-Cola has a lot of ingredients in their products that aren't the healthiest. They say Coke can clean out a carburetor. But yeah, this is just some stuff we've been browsing. Don't bring me to fix African American vote. Okay, so who would we decide? I don't know, maybe 50, this happened for a reason. Maybe he wasn't the right guy to help bring together the African Americans. That's another thing that comes to my mind. We do have unity that needs to be stood by. I heard a little bit about Dayton, Ohio. Was it Dayton, Ohio? Doing a KKK rally, which is just asinine. I really do not want our country to be divided in such rallies as that. Do I think the president has a say in picking out which of the First Amendment for public speech can be or can't be
taken? Right here, he said, I didn't do it because I didn't know if I could fix the damage. He said, to be honest, all money is not good money. You have to be careful what do publicity, because I don't know how you fix that. Basically, he's afraid of the backlash if he supported Trump at the end of the day.
Yeah, but it does make sense, because you don't want to give yourself a bad name. I don't claim myself as any one supporter because of the people that argue this and that, and my father always told me to stay out of religion, politics, and sports since I work in a restaurant, or I have, and that's one thing that I think that's pretty powerful, to just stand by everyone's decision and what everyone thinks. To end this topic, my personal view on everything is that 50 didn't want
to be seen supporting Donald Trump at the end of the day.
Which is like a thing where you can't.
Trump's pegged as a racist by a lot of people.
Yeah, Trump has done a lot to help the African American community, and the other thing is, why wouldn't 50 Cent want to unify the whole nation as one instead of kind of setting a division, which is kind of where I'm standing at, and I do think that it wasn't enough money for him, because he gets paid a lot of money, and certain things are worth his time and certain things aren't worth his time. With that being said, I'm still a little bit indifferent about the whole decision. I'll just have to stand behind the fact that I personally wouldn't have taken the money, but would have brought the supporters just to bring the unity in the country. But actually, it would have been a pretty nice paycheck for me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time to hit the sack. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. I have a big plan for tomorrow's vlog. Hopefully it goes through. Things sometimes always don't, but let's hope it does.